Y'all ain't talked to people that I talked to, and y'all ain't seen some of the y'all ain't talked to the people I talked to and seen some of the people I done seen or met or whatever. Some of y'all ain't. But she gonna get ready to say something that it reminds me of when I was talking to the Illuminati when they hit me up on WhatsApp. And they told me the power they have today is the power that determines the president of the United States. They said they control YouTube views, social media followers. They told me a lot of little weird shit like that. And but she about to say something that pretty much confirmed what they were saying was real. Plus the video I got with the Masons in front of my mama's house, that confirmed that I was really talking to them folk. And they offered me $2 million, but I ain't take it and stuff like that because I ain't had no $2 million, and I ain't finna sell my soul or sacrifice nobody for no $2 million. But listen to what she finna say though.
Israel has never signed the NPT. The U.S. has never pressed them. And every single president since Nixon has honored that deal. Kennedy was the only one who said no. He sent the ultimatums. He forced the inspections. He stood on business. And 6 months later, he was dead. So what the last 6 weeks of Kennedy's presidency looked like. October 11th, 1963, Kennedy signs the withdrawal memo, getting out of Vietnam. October and November 1963, Kennedy is still pressing Israel on Dimona inspections. November 22nd, 1963, Kennedy is assassinated in Dallas. November 26th, 1963, 4 days later, LBJ signs NSAM 273. Vietnam escalation begins.
What she said, I'm gonna go back.
In November 1963, Lyndon B. Johnson, who had a...
Keep in mind, they said the power they have today, and this was back in like 2019 when they talked to me. They said the power they have today can determine the president. So back when Kennedy was in president, they didn't have that type of power because I believe Kennedy was elected by the people. The popular vote, I don't know what the electoral college stuff is. It might be them infiltrated. Even though there's always been around electoral college, Kennedy, I believe we was actually picking presidents back in the days and stuff like that because Kennedy went against a lot of stuff, and that's why he lost his life. You know what I'm saying? He went against a lot of their little policies they were trying to come at him with. But listen, no other president since him. No other president since Kennedy. Listen to it.
Much warmer relationship with the Israeli government was significantly less interested in enforcing Kennedy's terms. The inspections technically continued, but historians who reviewed the records say the Israelis ran circles around the American inspectors, like advance notice, limited access. The whole thing became a performance. And then Nixon entered the chat. In 1969, Nixon met privately with Israeli Prime Minister Golda Meir. What came out of that meeting, according to declassified records, was essentially a secret understanding. Israel would not publicly acknowledge its nuclear weapons. The United States would not press Israel to sign the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, and America would officially pretend not to know. Look at them besties plotting. Look at them. And that arrangement has never been undone. It is functionally U.S. policy right now, today in 2026. Israel has never signed the NPT. The U.S. has never pressed them. And every single president since Nixon has honored that deal. Kennedy was the only one who said no. He sent the ultimatums. He forced the inspections. He stood on business. And 6 months later, he was dead. So let's zoom out. Okay.
And she's standing on business too by talking about it. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the type of stuff them folks want us talking about. They don't want us talking about this kind of stuff. But you know what? It need to be talked about.